In the year 2000, Rewolf released Gunman Chronicles, a commercial Half-Life mod. Sorry, establishing information. Investigating the Banshee Prime Science Facility. It hasn't been in contact in a long time. I like the term they coined, Kata Space. They could have just said hyperspace or subspace, but I appreciate that they weren't quite that lazy. And for the year 2000, this is a really nice intro. At first I thought, oh look, it's a tiny little planet like a golf ball or something, but then these subsequent shots came in. It made it look good. A lot of pre-rendered videos, especially by smaller houses at this point in time, were pretty cheesy, but they do a nice job here. We've got the 5 transport shuttles and the General's personal shuttle. You can see the water effects coming off of these, and we'll have some light, the God rays coming off of it. Until we get to the acting, this is pretty good quality stuff for the time.
Alright, gunman. Welcome to Banshee Prime. We'll start with a science compound, see if we can find out why we lost contact. Archer, 3rd platoon will cover the surrounding area.
Yes.
You play Archer.
General, this is 1st platoon. I can see the base down below.
But we'll go through the opening tram ride later.
2nd platoon reporting in. We're in sight of the base.
Good. I can't see a damn thing from here.
Yeah, the base is covered in little pustule-type plant life. Definitely an aliens-inspired thing. And that's one of the first of these strange line readings we'll get. Definitely sounds like they got people with radio experience or something but didn't really give them any proper direction, so they got all sorts of strangeness. I'll have to check. Rewolf might be a European developer. They might not have been able to direct
Everything's really quiet here, sir.
the people they hired to do the acting.
The hell kind of plant is that? They sure growing big down here.
It looks very much like a pitcher plant, but as we'll see in a moment, it's definitely not.
I think Hastings' radio is dead. He's trying to get your attention. Look up.
Hey, nothing in here. Anything down there?
Yeah, weird line readings.
We're looking for any sign of survivors.
Looks like a pair of glasses.
Yep. Well, luckily we're saved from the terrible line readings by the giant space turkeys. What is that thing? Space turkey!
What the hell's going on? Hold on, boys. I'm coming.
Yeah, the sound quality on that just takes you out of the environment completely, but they're just trying to establish the general is devoted to his men and will come for them no matter what. And they get to show off some pretty decent explosions.
Where are you going? Who gave the order? I'm alive!
Good morning, Major Archer. The following news highlights have been custom filtered for your special interest. They're the courtesy of Hypercast Networks. For further information on any topic, a complete report is available at minor charge.
So,
Be
having
sure to supply your
left the
regular
general
guidance
behind, we now
for
begin the tram ride to establish the situation now.
Reports from the front lines are grim. The Department of Mandated Colonization confirms 12 additional frontier planets have been infested by xenome species. In spite of the arrival of massive numbers of gunman troops, panic continues to spread among the colonists, and haphazard civilian evacuations have begun to mount in direct defiance of colonial mandate. While critics warn that the outbreak of xenome hostilities across so many fronts has stretched the fighting force to its breaking point, gunman leaders deny these speculations. Still, despite sustained fighting over several weeks, even high echelon leaders cannot deny that losses are high. And for the first time in its history, the human species is faced with the possibility of colonized worlds being abandoned to a belligerent and predatory alien race.
So they're setting up that things have not gone well for us. And of course, we're getting the credits bit by bit in the bottom right corner.
Watchers report several recent arrivals of gunman neural specimens to the medical intelligence facility. While complete mapping of salvaged tissue remains difficult, there are rumored to be powerful memories of a massive alien queen correlated between neural samples rescued from several different worlds.
Yeah, which is
Experts
a
discount such claims as fearful conjecture.
pretty creepy
Or
idea that
it's
they're
difficult to separate
taking dead
fact
soldiers
from
and
fantasy when charting
tapping their
non-facts.
memories to see what killed
They use
them.
the same point to dispel the far wilder claims of bloodthirsty creatures made entirely of shadow, which have recently caused much upset among colonial conscripts.
This is kind of a
Last
nice,
evening, Dr. Varkas Calhorian, civilian scientist and founder of the Citizens of Full
Nice playing with
Disclosure,
gravity
called a
here.
press conference to state his belief that the xenomes have been genetically modified and deliberately placed on inhabited planets by an unknown faction.
I demand an investigation by a neutral party of all records related to the infestation, including a complete review of documents I believe unlawfully suppressed by the Department of Colonization. Administrators who could have contained this threat when it was negligible chose to sacrifice colonial lives rather than endanger their profits.
DMC officials declined to respond to Dr. Calhorian, except to once again invoke the classification of all such documents as top secret under the Predatory Species Act. Lawyers for both sides continue to prepare for what will undoubtedly be a protracted battle. Today, in
and of course
technology,
they're
all gunman troops are being armed
keeping-
with a new line of configurable weapons, first
configurable weapons.
pioneered by frontier inventors.
well, they're getting the sense of the Civil War era by even giving your Tram voice a southern accent.
The ability to adapt to the changing face of xenome warfare. Weapon Packs are working overtime to supply troops with the latest models and plan to continue shipping upgrades and modifications as they become available.
The configurable
Major
weapon
Archer, your regiment starts training with these weapons
today. Yep, the configurable weapons are definitely one of the hooks of the
Next week
game.
marks the 5-year anniversary of the Battle of Banzer Prime, where the first xenomes took the lives of 2 platoons of gunmen and their selfless general. His brave actions allowed a few of the gunmen to escape and spread the first official warnings of the xenome plague.
Yep, me and my platoon.
Memorial fires are being prepared around the Western Spiral Arm. A veterans organization near the frontier plans on detonating the blue giant Gamma Valkyrie in the general's honor.
He always said he wanted to go out with a bang. We think a supernova's only fitting.
You were with the general on Banzer Prime, weren't you, Major Archer? If you wish to book passage to the Valkyrie system, Hypercast would be happy to make all arrangements. You have 10 days of discretionary leave at your disposal. Shall I make tentative reservations? Major Archer? Major Archer? Major Archer?
Yep. So you immediately begin the game already realizing that you are a traitor. Well, we can go through this section, but I think for the time being, all the tutorials will be skippable. We'll get the briefing and then go straight to the exit. I'll show you the configurable weapons and everything else once we're in the field.
Attention, men! I have the pleasure of introducing you to this man, one of the few survivors of Banzer Prime. He knew the great general personally. The general saved him and the rest of his troops by his glorious self-sacrifice. But the general knew no gunman leaves another gunman behind. It was his duty. What's our mission, sir? We've received a suspicious signal beacon from an uncharted jungle planet. You men have been assigned to investigate and take action. There's a chance that the ones responsible for the xenome infestation are behind this. You'll be leaving just as soon as the dropships have been prepared. I hope you're ready to kick xenome ass, just like the general would have. Dismissed! Yes, sir!